Hello, kids team. Welcome to your weekend update for March 11th and 12th. This weekend, our bright idea is God loves kind words. Last weekend, we talked about being kind. This weekend, we're talking about our words. In our series, we are doing the words of affirmation with Lauren speaking, and I am pumped for this one specifically. We are going to be talking with the kiddos about how we can use our words to help and to encourage others. And honestly, as I'm looking over this and thinking through it, even ourselves, like we can use kind words towards ourselves too. So this is going to be such a cool and exciting weekend. The story that we are going to be talking through and listening to is the story of the woman caught in adultery. That is found in John 8, 1 through 11. Look through that, read that story, read through that portion of the story, so that way when we come in this weekend, we're going to be ready, we're going to be engaged, and we're going to be present with the kiddos. I know that I read through this before the weekend, and then I come in and I'm like ready to go and just ready in the right mindset for the discussion questions. The memory verse for this weekend is Colossians 3:14. Now, in elementary, I have given out the challenge that the kids have to know the 3:14 part in order to get their sucker. So keep going with that. I'm going to keep this being a thing that I keep challenging them with, because as they grow in their faith, they're going to have to know where to look up the stuff. So thank you so much for wrapping around that with me and really just embracing the kids to learn that too. So it is, above all, clothe yourselves with love, which binds us all together in perfect harmony. Since this is the last weekend of the Space Between Us, the Love Language series, next weekend we'll be debuting a new one. So we'll get to that next weekend, but I thought I'd let you know that now. Like I said, this is the last weekend of the Space Between Us. We're going to be wrapping it up with Words of Affirmation with Lauren, and next weekend starts our new series, One-on-One. For the games and the songs for this weekend, in preschool, we're doing the song Sing, Sing, Sing. So if you remember, it's sing, sing, sing. That's how it starts out. So that's the song we're singing. And then the game that we're playing is brand new. It is called Straw Survey. So you're going to get a bundle of different colored straws, and you're going to have each kiddo pick out a straw. On your leader guide, there will be a question for each color straw that the kid has. Once you go around the group and they answer all their questions, you can keep going and have them pick different straws, different colored straws, until the timer comes up. And we're just really getting to know those preschoolers this weekend. In elementary, we are doing Hear Our Cry. And so that's one that has been around for a while, and that is that one. And then the game that we're playing is the Human Knot. Now, when we play this game, I always do tell the children, please be careful of how we move so that way people's wrists and elbows don't get hurt. So feel free to give your kids that encouragement, and it's always really fun to watch them try to untangle themselves. I know that I always try to get in and help them, but it's really great if you just kind of take an observer and help when they ask. That way they work together as a team to figure out how to untangle themselves. The win for the weekend is going to be getting on their level. Now, when I say their, I am primarily talking about the kids. So depending on which level of children you work with, just get on their level. In preschool, that might look like actually sitting on the floor and playing cards or pretending a Barbie and giving her a voice. In walkers, it might be, playing with the different puzzles, or maybe rolling a ball on the floor. Or for babies, you guys do that really well, being on their level, whether holding them or sitting on the floor with them. And then in elementary, really engaging in the conversation that they're having with you, or on the games, or play the Wii with them. That's what I mean by getting on their level. We want to get on the level with the kids, so that way we can see physically their viewpoint, but also that's when we're going to create bonds with them, is when we play with them, when we get on their level. But then it also goes to the parents. We have a ton of parents that come in and out of our doors every weekend, and they're at different stages in life, they're in different walks in life. So as we get to know them, if we can find a common ground to get on their level, we want them to know that we love them, we partner with them, we care so much about those parents as much as we do the children. And so by getting on everybody's level this weekend and being intentional with it and thinking about it is going to help us to gain influence in the lives of the families that we have every single weekend. Every week I ask you guys to pray with me about something, and so this week I just really want to pray that the things that we've been learning of the 5 love languages, that they would go beyond what's on the paper, that we would start taking inventory of the relationships that we have around us, what their love language is, and how can we fill that space between you and whoever that is. I just want to pray that this becomes more in our lives than just on the paper. So if you'll pray with me about that, specifically about yourself and whoever else God tells you to, that'd be grand. And then my encouragement is just, guys, we have so much momentum coming to our team. We have a lot of health coming to our team. But that doesn't mean that you're not important. That doesn't mean that we don't need you where you are. As we keep going and growing and growing, we're going to need you where you are. And how cool is that our team is growing by leaps and bounds, that we are getting healthier. By every single week we're getting healthier. So I just want to encourage you guys and say thank you so much for hanging with me and being with me as we have gone through a transition of me stepping into this role. But if you've been around for a little bit, we've been through a couple transitions. So I just want to encourage you guys and say, hey, thanks for sticking it out with me. And we are going to places that we have never imagined, and the health is coming. Guys, have a fantastic week. I will catch you this weekend.